So out of nowhere we have a new rumour to discuss for the next Animal Crossing game. Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. So we're officially in between Animal Crossing games now. As of September 2025, both the current games Animal Crossing New Horizons and Animal Crossing Complete have finished and are no longer receiving updates. And as of the time of scripting and recording this video, it doesn't appear we'll even see a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Animal Crossing New Horizons, which I'm sure would have done very well. That said, with the lack of news in a roundabout way, we could take the whole no news is good news approach and assume it's because Nintendo are hard at work on the next Animal Crossing game, and maybe that means we'll get details sooner than we think. It's worth remembering spring 2026 is not only New Horizons' 6th anniversary, but the series' 25th anniversary too, so it would be a great time to announce something new for Animal Crossing. Anyway, in true in-between games style, we do actually have a new rumour to discuss surrounding the use of QR codes in the next Animal Crossing game apparently. So let's break down this rumour and what it's suggesting and discuss whether or not it carries any weight and how feasible it actually is. But first, before we dive deeper, I've got something exciting to share with you quickly. There's a new fantasy life sim that's just been revealed this week called Animula Nook, and it's basically a super tiny world with huge heart. In Animula Nook, you shrink down into a Lilliputian size, and just like that, your desk, a teacup, or even a houseplant becomes an entire landscape to explore. It's whimsical, it's creative, and as you can see, it's a gorgeous looking game thanks to Pixar style graphics. You can build dream houses out of everyday objects, collect sunlight and raindrops as resources, which is super adorable, ride dandelions, and of course, meet all sorts of charming folks. You'll get to know these tiny neighbours as they share gifts, stories, and little everyday moments with each other, and over time, you may even convince some of them to settle into the homes you've created. The whole vibe is really cozy and the type of game I know you'll love, and honestly seems to be setting a modern standard for cozy life sims. So if this sounds like your kind of escape, wishlist Animula Nook today. I'll leave the links in the description and pin comments below. Alright, back to the video. Now, we're no strangers to Animal Crossing rumours on this channel. We love to explore them, and whether you want to call the next game Animal Crossing 6 or Animal Crossing Switch 2, it has already had plenty of rumours in the past. And I'm not talking about fake social experiments either. Now, before we take a look at the latest rumour, which in my opinion is so weird it might actually be true, let's recap the other rumours we've seen so far. About a year ago, somewhat reliable sources suggested the next Animal Crossing game is already in development and will be considered an ultimate version based in a big city with skyscrapers and include things like moving around with vehicles, adventure missions, puzzles and minigames, larger multiplayer mechanics, and a 2026 release date. As we've covered in a previous video, they also go on to suggest it will incorporate a large shopping centre where you have your own store and can sell things to other users, which all sounds really cool, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, this is all hearsay and shouldn't be taken seriously, because what most people who reported on these rumours decide to exclude is that the source themselves confirmed these were allegedly nothing more than ideas from a brainstorming session, not actual features from the next game. Two very different things. So once everyone realised this, everyone kind of stopped talking about it and moved on. Since then, it's all been pretty quiet on the rumour front until now. And it's an odd one. Moving on, earlier this month we had the biggest Nintendo Direct Nintendo has ever released, going over a huge library of upcoming games for Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, but sadly, still nothing about Animal Crossing or what's next for the franchise. Despite this lack of Animal Crossing news right now, it appears a new rumour has surfaced for the next Animal Crossing game. So let's take a look. The latest rumour to surface for Animal Crossing suggests that Nintendo could be working on QR code support for the next Animal Crossing game. In a tweet by Nick Baker, co-founder of Xbox Era and best known for scoops surrounding Xbox, posted, and I quote, "As well as the Super Mario Galaxy 2 remaster/port, I've heard that with the next Animal Crossing, they're tinkering with QR code support via the Nintendo app for import/export of designs." So it's clearly suggesting that Nintendo could be looking at introducing QR code support with the next iteration of Animal Crossing to allow us to import and export custom designs. Now there's a whole lot to unpack here, so let's start with the obvious. This was posted in late August before Nintendo announced the remaster of Super Mario Galaxy 2 for Nintendo Switch, so you could argue that straight away this has some credibility, and might be why people are now discussing this. He suggested a Galaxy 2 remake, so he must be right about the next Animal Crossing. Maybe, but let's dig a little deeper. Having QR code support for Animal Crossing is not a new thing. It's been a thing since Animal Crossing New Leaf and Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer on the Nintendo 3DS. It's literally how we shared custom designs back in the day. If you're looking for a more recent example, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete also utilizes the sharing and scanning of QR codes with camper cards. That allows us to share our characters with other players now the game is totally offline. And of course, the most obvious, Animal Crossing New Horizons also makes use of QR codes to ensure backwards compatibility with custom designs made in the Animal Crossing New Leaf era. Nintendo introduced the Design app as part of Nook Link in the Nintendo Switch Online app that literally allows players to scan a QR code from New Leaf or Happy Home Designer and bring it over to Animal Crossing New Horizons. So yeah, this isn't a new concept by any means. However, integrating it through the Nintendo app specifically, as suggested by the rumour, purposely for the next Animal Crossing game would be new. Currently in Animal Crossing New Horizons, it's super easy to share custom designs. You simply share or look up creator IDs to find them, or even search Nintendo's database for them in-game, all without the need for QR codes. It's a much more refined and easier way to share designs. So why would this even be a thing? Why would Nintendo be tinkering with QR code support via the Nintendo app for import/export of designs? Well, who knows, but an obvious guess would be once again backwards compatibility for New Leaf era designs with the next Animal Crossing game, or the next Animal Crossing game is going to offer something that would benefit from QR codes that we simply can't guess yet. That said, it's possible Nintendo are just simplifying Nook Link since the Nintendo Switch Online app has just been rebranded and updated for Switch 2. Maybe they're tinkering with a wider QR code support feature outside of Nook Link, but inside the Nintendo app. Or maybe they're exploring an offline way of exchanging designs. Either way, it's a very interesting rumour to say the least, and in my mind, oddly weird and specific for it not to be a thing. Maybe. As always, this rumour should be taken with a grain of salt. Ignoring a couple of news outlets covering this story, it does stem from a single source, although he did appear to predict a Super Mario Galaxy 2 remaster, but maybe that was obvious. Still, it's super fun to discuss. Be sure to comment code in the comments if you made it to this point in the video, and be sure to include what you think about this. Can you see a need for QR code support in the next Animal Crossing game? What do you think it would be used for? Backwards compatibility or something else? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to check out Animula Nook through the links below. It's one cozy game you won't want to miss. Huge thank you to Animula Nook for sponsoring today's video. If you want a full breakdown of this week's Animal Crossing news, or maybe you want to hear 50 facts and tiny details about the new Tomodachi Life game, be sure to check out one of these next videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.